Joins me now from Washington with much more. And Emily, is there a clearer picture of what the real threat is?
Anna, in some ways, yes, there is a little bit of a clearer picture. We have now seen the number of embassies and consulates that are going to be closed increase. We were talking about 21 yesterday. Now we're talking about 22. This is a sign. This is very much viewed as a threat that officials say they are taking very seriously, stretching from the Middle East to North Africa to South Asia. But as Saturday begins to turn to Sunday now in this affected region, we're also seeing security increased. A number of officials have said the chatter seemed to originate from al-Qaeda in Yemen. The U.S. Embassy in Yemen, which is one of the embassies that will be closed, has even greater security than normal today. At least 12 tanks, we're told, within a few hundred yards of the building. Now, Congressman Peter King has been briefed on the threat as a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Here's how he describes it. We don't have that soundbite, but basically what he said is the numbers are so big that he can't get into it. He said other than the fact that it is definitely planned as a very enormous attack. He continued to say a catastrophic type attack. Anna, he said it's the best way to describe it, that he could not go any further than that. Important to note that Congressman King is a Republican. He said he believes the administration is doing all the right things when you're talking about its reaction to this particular threat.
Emily, officials must hear rumours of plots all the time. So what makes this time any different?
They do all the time, and officials have said they've been tracking this one for weeks. But over the past few days, they say that's when the chatter increased. And they really believe that Yemen-based al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula could be in the final stages of planning that attack. That's why officials are particularly concerned about the next few days. Why we are seeing all of these embassies closed on Sunday. And they also say, Anna, that they could be extending that by more days as this situation moves forward.
Yeah, I mean, Emily, what's to say that the militants don't just wait out to then launch their attack? Obviously, we're looking at the next couple of days, the next week, but what's to say they won't just wait?
That's one of the questions everybody's asking, because if it doesn't happen Sunday, does that mean it could happen Monday or happen in 3 weeks from now? But that's one of the reasons the closings could be extended. That travel alert goes through the end of the month. And, you know, I talked with the CNN terrorism analyst, Paul Kirkshaw, today. I said, what if there is no attack? Well, he said, in some ways, al-Qaeda still may be able to claim a win to its supporters on this, because no matter what happens, they have been pushed to the headlines. Everyone is talking about them. Everyone is watching them. And they can say that their threat has caused the closing of embassies, proving that they are a threat that indeed U.S. intelligence does not take lightly. Anna.
Emily Schmidt, following this story very closely from Washington. Thank you very much. Well, turning our attention